There's a lot about disc golf that I really love. If I had to pick my favorite part of it, I'd maybe say it's the mental battle. It's really just you against the course. There's so many other factors that are huge though. Like within our sport, the camaraderie and like the sportsmanship on display between players is always amazing. It seems to be a lot of great people in the sport, and it's a ton of fun. I actually got into disc golf at a really young age. This was back in the mid-90s. I was probably 6 or so when my dad first took me out. He was an ultimate player here and there, and one of his buddies, a guy named TJ Lawrence out in Colorado, took my dad out disc golfing, and my dad caught the bug like that. He was pretty much immediately hooked, and he started taking me and my mom out to the course as well, and I was just a little guy, 6 or 7. Shortly after that, we moved out to Montana, and I'd say when I really started to get into it, this was in the late 90s, and like back then I think there was only one course with baskets in the whole state of Montana. It was pretty much all tone poles. Yeah, it's crazy to see how far disc golf has come in the last 20 few years. MVP caught my interest quite a few years ago. I played a putting competition. This was back before I was ever even a sponsored disc golfer. I was probably in my earlier mid-20s in Appomattox, Virginia, and the putters that we used for the competition were ions. I think it was 4 or 5 of them. The bottom one of the stack was a green ion. That was like the money putter, and it was worth double points. And at the end of the competition, I ended up winning that one. I was pretty impressed by it. The green ion could have sparked my love for green putters. Coming into the headquarters here at MVP was definitely a lot of fun. I mean, as a disc golf and frisbee lover, there's something pretty magical about coming to a warehouse full of discs. I was a really great science student in high school. Actually, when I first started going to college, I was in an engineering program. That didn't quite stick, but I definitely have a love for the sciences, and so some of the themes here at MVP definitely resonate with me. It was also a lot of fun to get to throw out some of my new MVP discs. I'm pretty stoked on a lot of these. I think it'll take a little bit of time to learn, but I think there's a ton of promising discs in here. The putters are flying really true. I haven't quite gotten one dialed in on my putting stroke yet, but as far as the other discs, yeah, I'm excited. I think we got a lot of good stuff to work with, and stoked. First impression, a few that really seemed to catch my eye were the reactor. Mid-ranges haven't always been a huge part of my game, but this reactor was just coming out of the hand super clean. It was, I think it's flying great, and I'm excited to work this in more. The Tesla also seemed really sweet. There's only 1 or 2 long holes where I was really able to rip on it, but I was able to get some nice flip up and some great glide, and seemed like a pretty reliable finish on it. I think the Tesla could very well be a staple this season. As far as a distance driver, this Octane feels mean, feels good. I feel like this thing will cover some ground. I don't always throw the fastest disc like Speed 13s, but I'm excited to give this one some more chucks. And then putter-wise, I was throwing around 5 or 6 different molds today. The Envy feels like a great straight flyer. Seems like it'll be a really reliable thrower in my bag. I was also having some fun with the Spin as a really understable putter. That's definitely something I'm going to be looking to have at least one of in the bag. Not 100% set on the Spin yet, but right out of the box, something really understable, something you can get touchy with, something to kind of run some longer shots with. All seem really fun. If I had to use one word to describe MVP, I would say promising. I say promising because of some of the plans I've already started to formulate with the team here at MVP. I think we have a lot of good things in the works that all the MVP fans out there, I think, will be stoked about.